Is in Original Characters 101. I am going to be your host this evening, the OC Doctor. Now, we do have a little bit of a technical problem. I usually have a PowerPoint with this, but we don't have a PowerPoint projector, so I'm going to be extra entertaining. That's not going to be fun for you. It's going to be fun for me. So anyway, who am I? Well, I'm the OC Doctor, and I'm actually going to make sure this even syncs with me still so I can stay on track, which is a terrible thing for me. So why should you listen to me? Well, I've been the OC Doctor since about 2016. I've been making OCs for the last 20 years. Absolutely love it. I've been the beta reader for the D-list supervillain series, Secrets of the D-list supervillain, and Origins of a D-list supervillain. Both are fantastic books. I highly recommend them. I don't get paid for that. I just love the book series. So first thing is, what is an OC? Anyone want to take a crack? What was that?
Original character.
Original character? Yes. And because I bribe people, you answer, you get candy.
Sweet.
So just going off the definition in the Webster Dictionary, is a fictional character in a framework who is the creation of the fan work's author, artist, rather than part of the official canon. So in plain terms, we make the characters to go along with the story. And it can be a character just for us to have be a narrative guide in it, a talking head character kind of, or be the main character and join the main party on a quest. So today we're going to go over the 8 different rules I use when I make original characters. These are the Tavern Rule, the Wagner Rule, the Stan Lee Rule, the Uncle Rule, the Freeze Rule, the Consultation Rule, the Stage Rule, and the Doctor Rule. So who here plays Dungeons & Dragons? Nerds. Says the guy hosting the panel. But I love Dungeons & Dragons because it has such a fun setup to make a character. It is really helpful when you're starting out when making a new OC. And it's called the Tavern Rule because all your characters always meet in a tavern. Come on, my friends, come take a seat anywhere you like. Sit down, sit down. You get -5 points, though, because you're all late. That does go towards your final grade. Sorry to say. That's what you think. Anyway, the Tavern Rule is the meat and potatoes of your character. It is when you're starting to make them. Now, for those, you guys play Dungeons & Dragons? Okay, we got more nerds. Great. I love nerds. Anyway, first thing is race. Now, the race of the character is very, very fun because there's a whole different aspect to your character because it has its advantages, disadvantages, is it common, uncommon? So I give this panel a lot at fur conventions, and everyone there's an animal, right? What does an animal have over an advantage of a human being? They can see more clearly in the dark, they can hear, they can smell. Even an animal like a koala, who is probably one of the most useless animals of all time, they eat up leaf that is poisonous to them, and they make it their entire diet. I love koalas. They're so dumb, but I love them. But even they have a greater sense of smell than we do. The only reason why humans are apex predator is because of our thinking skills. They were able to create tools, were able to problem solve like no other animal. Now, in any other circumstance, that's a great thing. Throw that into like a Zootopia setting where all the animals have higher levels of thinking. Being a human, you're the absolute weakest thing there. You don't have fur to protect you. You don't have fangs. You don't have anything. You are going to die. But hey, that's why we don't live there. We live here, and I love it. And common and uncommon. Basically, if you are playing Dungeons & Dragons, we all know tieflings are probably the most hated race half the time. They look like devils, so we're going to treat them like such. And if you play your character like that, well, we all see what Baldur's Gate did to that. If you have not played Baldur's Gate, highly recommended. Next, background. Now, for those who play Dungeons & Dragons, backgrounds are important because it gives your character a slight advantage on other things. Were they a soldier before? Were they a cook before? A sage? These aspects tell us where your character has been and what skills they might bring to the table. Now, again, that background could be something simple. They were a student. So they're kind of useless in a lot of things. They don't have real life experience. But you bring someone who's a soldier, they have real life experience with combat. They know how to survive in most terrains. So the background for your character is more interesting that way, but it might limit how you go about it. Step right in, my friend. Step right on in. You lose points like everyone else did. Yeah, it's a class. And speaking of classes, D&D classes. Now, who are some of your favorite? So those who play D&D, what are your favorite classes? Paladin, I love you already. You're the best. Here you go. I can't aim. What? I mean, it's inferior, but you can. Hey, I'm just saying. All right. Are you ready? Yeah, these people have the right idea. Again, I hit things close up. I'm a paladin. I don't smash things up close. What about you guys? I heard sorcerer, meta magic. Oh wow, I actually got that one. See, I improve over time. Not really. No, I'm going to hit someone by the end of this. Bards. I can't say things because this isn't a upper panel, but you know the jokes. You just want to be a wizard with a gun, which is awesome. But class is important to your character when you're making one, even if it's not a class in D&D. What are some real life classes, like a job, basically? Retail, when you hate your life. Well, I'm just going to start. Construction is another one. But basically, your class in real life can determine what your skills are going to be for a game or anything else, or the character you're creating. Construction is a great one. This is going to be someone who is mentally strong, who is going to be able to endure a lot of things, and is going to have an unstoppable liver. I worked construction for many years. I can tell you stories, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Now, the next rule I have is called the Wagner rule. Does anyone know who Wagner is? So he is a writer. He made the greatest quote ever. Every character should want something, even if it's only a glass of water. Every character needs motivation. Motivation is key. If your character doesn't have a motivation, why do I care about their story? Now, we're going to have a little bit of a story time. Now, technical difficulties, I don't have a PowerPoint. Hopefully you can all see this. If you can't, I feel bad for you. Can we all kind of see that? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to make a story about the OC doctor, and he wants a glass of water because he's thirsty. He needs to get stuff done. So he goes down to get into the kitchen to get a glass of water. But there's a problem. There's a beast waiting for him. That's awesome.
That's amazing.
It is Flash. My good boy. How many pictures do I?
Yeah.
Oh, whoop, nope. Hell's bells. No, no, no. Flash, come back. There we go. Meet Flash. And he knows I'm up. And what is he going to do? He's going to hit me with his head over and over and over for attention. And of course, I'm going to give him attention. I'm going to start petting him. I'm going to start telling him how good of a dog he is. Then he's going to do his tippy tap dance because now I'm up. He thinks we can do something. He wants to go for a walk. And you know what? I'm going to take him for that walk. I hook up his leash. We start heading out. We're going. He's sniffing things. He's having a great time. I'm getting really thirsty. Oh no. I failed in my original motivation, which was to get a glass of water. Flash has succeeded in his motivation to sucker me into a walk, which honestly we both win because I need to lose the weight. He's a good dog for that. But every character needs motivation because, again, without motivation, you don't have a story. So we're going to go over different motivations and characters who have them or don't have them. One of my favorite comic book characters of all time is Dr. Doom. He's the monarch of Latveria. He is a technical genius. He's a magical genius. He's the villain of the Fantastic Four. But is he a villain? Doom is pretty much an anti-villain. Every time he gets the power he wants in a What If series, Doom saves the world. He can save the world. His ego is just what gets in his way half the time, especially when you talk in third person all the time. Granted, I wish I had that much ego. Talking in third person is fun. But let's take another character, Naruto Uzumaki. What was Naruto's motivation throughout Naruto? Become a Hokage. Okay, are you ready? Oh, this is also a really hard candy, so this is going to be fun. Oh, hey, I'm getting better each time. I say that I would probably like smack someone with like a jawbreaker. But yes, become Hokage. But why did he want to become Hokage? You didn't know that for like 90% of the series. He didn't know he was an orphan.
It's like crazy that he's just like, I'm gonna take care of your son, and then he's just like,
He did not take care of his son.
I don't know, man. The whole village hates him. I don't know what else to do about that. I think I'm like,
Anyway, we can talk about how bad the writing is in Naruto later on. It is bad. I love Naruto, but the writing is bad. But why did Naruto want to become Hokage? It wasn't to impress his dad. What was Naruto doing before he became like a ninja or anything? What did everyone know him for? What was that? Being annoying. He's graffitiing stuff. He wants to be acknowledged. Exactly. He is a problem child. He wants people to acknowledge he's there because for the longest time, no one cared about him at all. So if acting out got him attention, that's what he did. He wanted to be liked. He wanted people to know who he was. And to become Hokage, you have to be well respected by everyone in the village. So his motivation wasn't just to become Hokage because his dad was. He wanted to be a Hokage because he wanted people to know he was there. He wanted to be loved, basically. It's a sad story. But also not, because he's annoying. When you have bright orange on as a ninja, the things get weird. But motivation is so much fun with your character because it makes them strive to work harder. But how far are they willing to go? Now, who here knows the first quote of Full Metal Alchemist? The rules of alchemy. Okay, I'm going to have someone read this for me. I don't know if anyone has like perfect vision who can see this, or you want to come up and read it. Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I got introduced to this with the puppy. Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange.
Thank you. You get another candy. Where did all my candy go? Oh, there it is. Actually, no, you get the special one.
I get the special one. Oh no!
You get a fortune cookie.
Woo! Yeah!
But I love that. What are you willing to sacrifice? Yes. No. It is sacrifice.
That was my first episode ever.
They-
That's cruel. Who did that to you?
My husband asked what the puppy was, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you."
Okay, I love your husband, by the way.
He's out there. I'm like,
But I love that. What are you willing to sacrifice to gain what you need? I want to read you a quote from one of my favorite book series because it is the perfect example of this. I will make Maggie safe. If the world burns because of that, then so be it. Me and the kid will roast some marshmallows. I love that because up to this point in the story, this character has sacrificed himself for everyone around him. If there was a small problem, he would throw himself into it 110%. Even if it's just for a little bit of money, he is going to help whoever he needs help because he knows what it means to be the little guy, and he's going to do his very best to help them. But now he has something he's fighting for like no other, and he's willing to throw everyone away just to protect that kid. And that's what what did I do? Okay, good. I didn't break my computer again. I really need to put like a text symbol on this. All hail the Omnisaya. So my next rule is the Stan Lee rule. Who here knows who Stan Lee is? If you don't know who he is, I hate you. But Stan Lee is one of the greatest comic book authors of all times, creator, writer, for one reason. He gave characters flaws. And flaws are so important up till then, before Stan Lee started making comic books, there's only a couple of superheroes out there: Superman, Batman, Captain Marvel, and Captain America. Those were the first big 4 comics, and none of them really had a flaw in them. And so you might say, "Oh, Batman, he's traumatized from his parents being murdered." In the first few issues of Batman, Batman uses a gun. He does not care. He's going after people. He became the Punisher. But Stan Lee started introducing flaws in characters, making them human, making them relatable. And that's the thing. You got to make your character relatable. Otherwise, we don't care. We will emphasize with them. We will cheer them on, depending on what their flaw is half the time. So let's talk about some of the most common ones. Actually, I'm going to start with one that's not common because I get ahead of myself half the time. But I want to take a moment to brag about my dad. My dad's an awesome guy. When he heard he had a son, he was so excited. He just wanted to have this kid he's going to be able to play sports with. This is going to be the track star, the football star, the basketball star. He got a fat nerd. But God love him. He did his very best. He was like, you know what? This is my son. I still love him. And we found things to bond about. And every year we go up to Pennsylvania to visit his side of the family. And we drive from St. Louis to Pennsylvania. That's a very long trip. So we always listen to books together. And one time I'm like, hey, I got a really new book series I really enjoy. I think you'll like it as well. Oh, what's it about? It's about this private investigator in Chicago. Well, that sounds pretty cool. He's also a wizard. And you could just see in his eyes, like, God damn it. Okay, we'll give this a try, but if it doesn't work, we'll have to listen to something else. No problems. We'll play. We're listening to it. He's like, okay, this is there's not a lot of magic in the beginning, so he's okay with it. And the narrator is getting to the part where main character Harry Dresden is heading into this basement bar. And he's talking about how every time he goes into this bar, he has to duck his head because he feels like the fans are going to hit him in the head because he's 6'9". My dad pauses it, and I'm like, oh, I guess he didn't like it. Well, he rewinds it, plays it again, rewinds it, play it again. Yes, that's how it feels. Yes. My dad is 6'8". So I don't know where the height went with him and me. I really don't. My mom's like 5'2" though, so.
You got the
Yeah. My sister's 5 foot, so I feel like I got the good genes at least. But he can't buy clothes off the rack because he's so flippin' tall. He has to go to specific hotels because the shower head will not be tall enough for him sometimes. And he hates having to duck his head. He feels like a freak half the time when he does that. So connecting with this character really made him get interested in the book series. And he wanted to learn more about this character. And now he probably knows more about this series than I do. About a wizard named Harry Dresden. Dresden Files, 100% recommended. One of the best book series out there. Now, another flaw that we all have experienced and is brought by one of the best characters, Spider-Man. We can all relate to Spider-Man on some issue, right? I mean, this guy's been bullied. The main thing I want to talk about is his financial troubles. Spider-Man's usually dirt poor. I mean, he's best friends with Tony Stark. He should not be. You think Tony gave him a job at this point, but the writers hate Spider-Man. But we all know what it means to have financial troubles, to go through those hardships, to have to tighten the belt so we can get through the next day. And Spider-Man has a great emphasis of that. We know how Spider-Man is feeling at that point, and it almost makes it look like going to a fist fight with a rhino look easy compared to what reality actually throws at us. Emotions. The character I use for this is Saitama from One Punch Man. First off, I love One Punch Man. One of my favorite series of all time.
Yes. It's too bad there was never a second season.
Third season, and it's coming out. Well, it's coming. It's coming. I want more Genos. I want to see get his ass kicked more. But Saitama is emotionally flawed. This man is depressed as hell. He is always down. He can't find enjoyment in his life anymore. And I think a lot of us can relate to Saitama at some points in our lives when we're feeling down, we're feeling the blues, and Saitama is very relatable. He might be doing a good job everywhere else, but he feels personally defeated at all times. And the last character I really want to talk about is the Thing from the Fantastic Four. And again, this is one of Stan Lee's creations that is so amazing. I mean, let's talk about the Fantastic Four's origins. They go shot into space. You have Ben Grimm, the pilot. He is an expert pilot, Air Force grade beyond. He is the best on the planet. You got Reed Richards, the smartest man on the planet, and Sue and Johnny Storm, they're kind of there. I really have never understood why they're there, but whatever. They get hit by cosmic radiation, and they get fantastic powers. Reed Richards gets the ability to stretch his body into unbelievable shapes, unbelievable lengths, and it helps him with everything science related. But he looks human. Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, can create force fields, turn completely invisible. I mean, her powers grow with like every comic. But she looks human. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Now, that is the main power people want. He can turn his body into flames. He can fly, throw fireballs. He is the action hero we all want to be. And he looks human. The Thing. He gets turned into a monster. This orange, rocky monster. He can't turn it off. All of them can turn their powers off when they want to, but he can't. And for the beginning of the Fantastic Four comics, all he wanted to do was look human again. He wanted to be human again. We'll be human again. We'll be human again. I'm going to get kicked off the podcast, aren't I? Trademark Disney. But he rises above that. When the Thing first came out, he can only lift 2 tons. He can now lift 20 tons because he has worked out, he has embraced who he is, and he has become rockier over time, but he embraces that now. He's the Thing. Yeah, his appearance sucks, and I think we can all relate to that at some point, especially me. Hate this. Stupid COVID. But appearances are very, very important, and they can be a really fun flaw. Who remembers Jackie Chan Adventures? God, I feel old, but also, you kind of, but it's awesome. There's this one character there that I absolutely loved, Uncle.
Yes.
Uncle was my favorite, and he has one of the best character introductions ever. Here comes Jackie. He's upstairs, and there's Uncle downstairs. Ah, Jackie, come give your uncle a hug. Jackie Chan is like a backflip up the stairs because he's Jackie Chan. Why walk when you could do backflips? If I could, I'd do a backflip everywhere. Looks awesome. Then Uncle just slaps him. You did not make coffee this morning. Do you want dead Uncle? No, you made coffee. And he's one of the best character introductions ever. And I love this character. Because also, one of his key things is saying research. Always, always, always do research. And when you're making an OC, research is so important. In this current area, we are in the information age. There is no reason you should not be able to look up information and get your writing right. If you have a character who's supposed to be a priest, and they're doing mass all that, but then you say they have a wife, you don't know what a priest is, and now you got all the Catholics mad. And you don't want to make Catholics mad. They crusade. Deus Vult. But also, my dad and I, we listen to our books, and we're listening to this one book. It's about this guy's a Navy SEAL. He's basically going full John Wick. He's clearing corners. Oh, that's awesome. He's like, I take out my Glock and eject the clip. We turn it off. Because the writer didn't do the research. Because the only gun that has a clip is the M1 Garand. That's the thing that makes the fun peen noise in Call of Duty. Guns today use magazines. And anyone who's familiar with the guns will know that. And now you've turned off more of your audience. When you have to do your research, again, there's no reason you should not be able to do it. We have so many fun sources. When I was in college, I emailed a professor who I didn't have, who was part of the nuclear energy field, just because I had a question about fission, because I didn't understand it. I was trying to write about it. He invited me out to lunch, and we talked about fission for a good hour and a half. Now, I say we, I mean him, and I kind of sat there going, there's an atom. It goes spin. What are we talking about again? I was so confused that entire lunch. But again, I went out and tried to do the research, and I had to get it dumbed down for me because I I wasn't a nuclear physics guy. I can barely add. Doing more stuff is not great. But you have to get the research right. Translations, if you're going to use a Latin phrase, Google can do Latin. Just type it in. It can help you. Now, going with I almost said the thing. Going with research, there's something I call Deadpool syndrome. And it is using mental illness as a flaw and using it as a comic relief. Now, I'm not saying you can't use mental illness. I encourage it. It's going to be something that can drive your character forward. If you look at the writers at DC, the characters they make for Batman's villains are actually used in psychology textbooks because they're so good at making these characters have these symptoms and make them realistic. Like they use the ventriloquist when they're talking about multi-personality disorder. When I was in college and they were talking about Batman villains, it was an awesome class. I think that was like the one class I got an A in. Because I was like, yes, give me all that. But what I'm saying, Deadpool syndrome, is every time a character that pops up with a mental illness, everyone started using it. When Deadpool became really famous, every character had schizophrenia for a while. Then there was Monk, the OCD detective, and everyone had OCD. Dexter, everyone was now a psychopath. And the latest thing I saw was with Moon Knight, with a lot of people having multi-personality disorder. I see this in people bring me their characters. I see it in media. I'm not saying you can't use it, but if you're going to use it, do it right. Mental illness should not be used as an excuse for comedic effect. It is serious, and it should be treated seriously. Now, can Deadpool be funny still? Yes, but he's a very tragic character as well. Move. Okay, now we're on to rule number 5, the freeze rule. I love Batman and Robin. I love that movie so much. Arnold Schwarzenegger is amazing in it. If you have never seen that movie, I recommend it because it's so funny. Got to chill. Arnold Schwarzenegger doing puns is the greatest thing ever. But this is the 5th rule, and this is the freeze rule. This is when you take what you've learned so far and you go back over your character and look at them again. Now, why do I say this? It's because you've been adding onto this character. You've been having fun with this. You've been researching different things, but does it all fit together still? What was our first rule? Tavern rule. Heads up. Oh, wow, I'm just... Sorry, I'm trying to kill the plague doctor. Now, what was the tavern rule?
They all meet at a tavern.
I mean, that's partially correct, but what was in the tavern rule? What were we talking about there? We're talking about building up the character, their class, their background, their race, all that stuff. Does that still fit now that you've gone through the research, you've looked at the flaws? If it doesn't, it's time to go back, research again. Maybe you need to change some stuff up. Maybe something you added here isn't really necessary, but your character is still good. We think. Probably. 90% sure. Maybe there's another rule that's all right, the critique rule. This one is the scariest rule by far. This is when you introduce your character to someone else. Now, these can be your friends, this can be your enemies, it can be family members who haven't disowned you yet, like mine. What? Nothing. But this is when you go to people that you respect and that you trust and show them your character. Because you probably messed up here or there. Unlike me, the OC doctor who makes a perfect OC every single time. He says sarcastically. I once thought I had a really, really good character. And I introduced it to my Discord chat saying like, hey guys, I want to take a look at this character. He's this, this, and this. The next 15 minutes, they were ripping me a new one. They were ripping into this character how terrible they were. I'm like, no, they're great because of... crap. Everyone can make a bad character. And it's not the end of the world. Making a bad character is fun. Because you learn. You do not learn anything from victory. You only learn from defeat. Who said that?
A person.
No, it was a fox.
That's close enough.
General Patton. One of my favorite people of all time. But it's a true thing. We do not learn from victory because we won, but through defeat to learn how to win is important. And the critique rule goes to that. And here's the thing: not everyone's going to like your character, and that's not a bad thing. Not everyone likes Spider-Man. Not everyone likes Superman. Not everyone likes Batman. I sure don't. But it's important to have people look at your character. That does not apply. Come on. Now, the next rule I want to go over is called the stage rule. Fun fact, I used to work in the most magical place on Earth. Anyone want to take a guess what that is? Yes, Disney. Who said that? 2 people said that, so prepare yourselves. Okay, we're going to go far back first. Okay, I got someone close. Are you ready? You ready? Oh, I thought you raised your hand.
I don't really take it.
Yep. Ready? Yay! Okay. So at Disney, there's 4 keys, and these are the 4 keys to success. I forgot what the first 3 are. They're not important. The 4th one is called the stage rule. When you work at Disney, you don't have a uniform; you have a costume. When you go out, you're not going to work; you're going on stage. It is performance. You're in character the entire time. And it is so much fun when you pop out of Fantasy World or the world tomorrow and you take on this character's persona. It's a great day. You're having fun. I worked the monorail. So, the first key was safety. That's what it was. And that's the only rule we cared about at the monorails because we're dealing with a lot of power and really fast moving things. We don't want you to get hit by something. We don't care about everything else, only safety. But when we were out there, we were also in character. We were the monorail pilots. We were having a lot of fun out there. It's a great time. And or any of you are in college, apply for the Disney College program. It is the greatest thing in the world. It looks great on a resume. It's gotten me so many job interviews I was so not qualified for. But what does a stage role mean? Role play as your character. What would your character do in the situation, not what you would do? Because there's 2 different people, right? Unless you're doing a self-insert, then it's not, but go with me on this one. But it's very important. And it leads to a really fun game. The first thing is, even the most mundane things can be exciting. You can be a wizard with incredible powers who can summon up demons and banish them in the same breath. To conjure fire. But when you're mixing potions, you might forget if you put it in your coffee or not. And now things are going to get really interesting because you really want more coffee. And you don't know what potion you just put in that thing. Early mornings are tough. Another example of this is from one of my favorite books. I'm running on very little sleep. I've been awake since 6 a.m. yesterday. It's been a fun time for me. But it's called Soon I'll Be Invincible by Austin Grossman. And it's a great book. It's about superheroes and supervillains. But one of the things it talks about is people don't realize you go to sleep with your powers, that they don't turn off. You might get up in the middle of the night, use the bathroom, you hit the flushy thing. Not the light switch, but that also works in this situation. But you have super strength, you just broke that thing off. Because you're half asleep, you're not paying attention. Now you got to figure out how to repair this thing again. You have a closet full of replacements. You have to go to work the next day and you have a black eye and you have to explain away this black eye without sounding like you're a klutz or you're being abused somewhere. It's all about fun. It's fun when you have to explain away things in the mundane or why sometimes your powers are terrible things. Going back to the Dresden Files, because I absolutely love the Dresden Files. Go read the Dresden Files. Again, I don't get paid for this. I just love the Dresden Files. One of the things about being a wizard that sucks is modern technology does not work around you. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. They don't own cell phones because they will blow up. He has to drive a car from the 1960s because there's not as many electronics in it, and it'll still die. Being a wizard is great when you have all this cosmic power, but when you can't use a simple light switch, it can be kind of terrible at times. But that's what's fun about it. That's what makes it exciting, is because it introduces a whole new challenge. How are we doing on time? Hey, we're doing good on time. So we're going to do an activity together. Are we excited?
Yeah.
You guys actually are excited. That's great. So we're going to apply the stage rule. We're going to role play as characters. Now, you all are going to give me random situations as well. And we're going to play this out together to see where these characters go. And we're going to choose characters from popular media. It can be a space wizard, a coke addict detective, a bug, an angry god. I kind of forgot which order these are in, so like I had to keep looking myself. Who is that? Oh, a furry. Daddy issues. Another furry. The Sentinel of Liberty who does nothing wrong. I'm not biased. Another bloody furry. And a tactical furry known as Batman. Batman is a furry. Fight me on that. Now, again, I've been up for way too long, about 24 hours now, and I forgot to grab my Dungeons and Dragons dice. Does anyone have a D20 I can borrow? You
give me a
nerd.
minute. If you give me a minute, I can bring
I got one right now.
I was like, it's at the table. I just bought one.
Alrighty. I see. Borrow a D20.
Unfortunately, I play Pokemon, so I'm only stuck with the D6s.
Nerd.
Yeah, I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
argue against that.
Ooh, this is a cool one.
Thank you.
So, who wants to be my first victim? I mean, volunteer. Alrighty, step right up. So, before that, what character are you choosing? Hey, you be any character that's like a well-known character in media. It doesn't have to be off this list. It can be anyone you want to. Rio, okay. So, actually, I forgot I had this. Hopefully it loads. I remember what this thing is. 1 second. I am so prepared.
You got this.
We believe in you.
No, that's a terrible mistake. We believe in you. No, you don't. Don't believe.
We believe 50%.
That's way too much still.
1%?
Oh, you know what? Can I change it?
Yeah, you can change
Hi,
it.
Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunter Charlotte.
Yes.
Sweet.
That's
Here, let's go. Business sites. Load. Load, damn it. Again. Wow, I'm so prepared, right?
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
so impressed with my preparedness.
Yeah.
God knows how I passed in college. All right, cheating. What?
I didn't hear anything.
No. Was that the lint?
Yeah, that was.
Funny fact, I actually did purposely cheat on a test because my teacher told me you can catch anyone who's going to cheat on a test. I just totally printed off on a Gatorade bottle all the answers, and it worked.
You're the reason I can't have Gatorade on tests.
Yep, I probably did that. If you went to Missouri State, that's 100% me.
Damn.
Come on.
No,
I-
I'm joking.
Wow, I do not remember what happened.
What would be funny serious with
So no. Oh, maybe because I was using the wrong bloody email. Okay. So I have a spinner wheel with like 50 different situations.
Oh, no.
So you're going to hit that spin button for me.
Ah, no.
Go spin and spin and spin. Where is it land going? I don't know. And what is the situation you're in? Yeah, it's loading. I'm so prepared for today.
Asking their crush to dance.
Okay, and who are you again?
Zoe from K-pop.
Okay, so here's the best part. You have to roll this d20.
Okay.
Now, what are we going to say the DC is on this? What's the save? Pass or fail?
How high?
Well, we're not quite confident.
I don't know. What do you say? 8? Okay, difficult. Let's go 12. Typically 12. Yeah.
It's gonna
Okay, so roll, and it is a 7. So how does she ask her date out, and how does she miraculously fail at this?
What's that?
I mean that worked on most guys though. What's that? But no, that's a good example. It's just like you're not prepared for that mindset, but this is why it's fun. This is why I love throwing these dice. I 100% do this in my own writing. If I'm like, do I actually want this character to succeed or not? Roll all the dice, see how this works out. Okay, if you want to take a seat, we're going to get some candy real quick. Okay, who wants to be my next victim? Yes, come right up. Which character are you going to choose?
I'll just go with Raven.
Yeah, no.
So it's Raven.
All right, just hit that spin button for me. Oh, it'll get bigger. Spinny, spinny, spin, 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 spin.
Oh God.
I love that.
You don't want us to pay taxes. Oh no.
Making toast. Does Raven succeed on making toast? Okay, here's that. I want to say DC 12 again because 12 is a fun number. Also, I'm tired. That is a 19. So she succeeds like no other. How does Raven make toast like a god?
I can't float, but just pretend I'm floating. She'll use her mind powers.
My powers? Hey,
Yeah.
cheating works.
Yeah. She doesn't like picking up stuff.
Man, she'll pick up Beast Boy and throw him somewhere.
Yeah. That's how you get rid of a boy. That's bugging.
Okay, who wants to be my next victim? Yes, you. Come right up. What character are you choosing?
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Okay, just hit that spin button for me. Round and round the wheel of torture goes. Where it lands, nobody knows.
Chasing a pickpocket.
Okay, so Casey's okay. That's a very good situation for Casey to be in. So Ruin made that a DC 14 because he probably succeeds on that, but Casey also has terrible luck. So roll that dice.
15.
Okay, right on the DC. Okay, DM's in this room. When it hits the number, do you still succeed or fail?
You beat it, you beat it.
Yeah.
Meet it, you beat it? Okay. Okay, so how does Casey just take down this pickpocket? Now, he barely succeeds in this success because it's a 15. Right on that.
You're gonna hold still now. I'm gonna hurt you.
Sounds like Casey's been smoking.
I've been chasing you for 3 minutes. I've been doing a lot of cardio. Bad news for you, Puck.
It does sound like Casey's been smoking.
No, it's too late to give it back now. It's too late to give it back now. Okay.
That works. That's a good example for Casey. Anyone else? Come on, who wants to be a victim here? It's fun.
I'm making eye contact.
Okay, I'll do it myself.
I don't remember listening to you. Once you make eye contact, that's when you get told.
And I want to do this in a little fun way. Because I am the OC doctor, I have made a lot of OCs over the years. And these are a lot of the dungeon characters I have created. I have made Gamliel Dulak, Paladin. I'm doing this from memory. Hopefully I remember which order these guys are in. Benjamin Kerr, Pirate Warlock. And that's the thing I do. I do terrible voices with these. Imagine me doing this for an entire game as your DM. It is hell. Sir Theodore Wellington Whitfield III, Esquire, Warforge, Custos Fatum, Wizard, Warforged, because I love Warforged, and Killian Murphy, an Irish barbarian, who's being a little bit crazy. No intelligence at all. So, I want to have you all give me situations. You're going to choose the character I have to play as, and all the information's there. And you're going to give me the situation. I want to roll the dice, and I want to pass or fail. So who wants to be my first victim on this one? I like being on stage. This is the greatest thing in the world for me right now. So choose a character and then give me a situation.
The top middle one.
What?
The top middle one.
What's the top middle one? Oh, so Theodore Wellington Whitfield III, Esquire.
Just trying to find garlic at the farmer's market.
Trying to find Garlic Farmer's Market. The fun thing about this character, intelligence score of 8. He thinks he's a nobleman. He is not. He wears a bright orange suit, and I love him. He has a sledgehammer for a cane. So what do we say the DC is for this guy? I mean, obviously no perception on this character. Come on, who wants to give me the DC?
Let's go
Because
with
it's a
that.
relatively easy task, but his stats are terrible.
Exactly.
So,
So
like, I say like a solid 11 or 12.
11 or 12? We'll go 12. Are you bloody kidding me?
Nat 20, baby.
Natural 1.
Oh!
I love rolling nat 1s. I will, outside of combat, I love nat 1s. In combat, I don't like nat 1s.
Right.
So here comes Sir Thuggington. Yes, Sir Thuggington. Sir Theodore Wellington Whitfield III, Esquire. He's at the farmer's market. Peasants, where is the garlic? Hello, peasants. He's going to start accosting people. He's going to start smacking people because they're peasants. The police are going to show up. Sir Theodore Wellington Whitfield III, Esquire is getting arrested today. And he is not going to be happy about it. He's going to be belligerent. He's going to get tased a few times. He's made of wood. He's fine. But okay, someone else choose another character. We have a psychotic barbarian. We have a pirate warlock, a paladin who's nice, and a wizard who will leave you for dead.
Can we do the barbarian having to find where the sharks are at an aquarium?
Killian Murphy needs to fight the sharks because he wants to fight them. So, another character who he has a 7 for intelligence. He is dumb as hell. He is brick level intelligence.
Okay.
He doesn't believe in gods because he can't fight them. I made my DM's life hell.
Oh no.
Okay, so what should we say this guy's perception is?
He's dumb as a box of rocks. It's like 10 and 2.
It's a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, a 10 is a good save for this one. Okay, so he...
Negative 2 modifier. Can you do it?
yes, hey, he does have a -2 modifier. Let's see. Huh.
Did you do it?
Isn't that 20? Huh. Okay, so Killian Murphy is going to get all 4 and start sniffing the ground.
Oh no.
He's going to look up. I smell sushi. And he's going to pole vault himself into the first tank, and it is sharks. And he starts boxing a shark. He's going to start punching this thing. Unfortunately, it's a nurse shark, but Killian Murphy's also going to get arrested by the police today and tased multiple times. We're going to do it with one more. Who should be our last victim? Benjamin Kerr, the pirate. Yahar. What?
Rare fishing.
And we're fishing. Okay. Sorry, this actually hurts my throat, so I need a drink when I do it. Okay. So what should we say the DC is for a well-seasoned pirate?
Pretty good fishing.
14? You. Come here. What does that say?
That's a nat 1.
I love natural ones. Natural ones make life interesting. So here is Benjamin Kerr, who I based off Captain Barbosa. He's on his little pirate ship. I'll be making that might hungry. Takes out one of his flintlock pistols and uses Eldritch Blast. Because that's how you should fish, right?
Oh yeah.
Someone's a freaking kraken.
Yep.
One turn kill. I now have to make another character. Benjamin Kerr is very dead.
I mean, he did technically catch a fish.
He did not catch a fish. The fish caught him.
He didn't catch it.
So now we kind of get the feel for this, right? It can be silly. It can be fun. Do not be afraid to mess up with your character. Again, natural ones are the best. because they make the situation so much more interesting. Again, I want to go back to wizards because I love wizards. I'm not allowed to play wizard anymore. Custos for Tomb is kind of part of that thing. When you're a necromancer and bring back dead party members as skeleton warriors, you're not well liked. But where was I going with this? What was I saying when I attached it? Oh, right, wizards and that once. You can summon a fireball and hit this thing square on. It is a perfect hit. It's immune to magic. And that makes it fun. Because now you have a wizard who is intelligent, has to figure out a new way to fight this thing. And can't be with what he usually uses. He can't summon elemental lightning. He has to find out another way, which is fun. It makes the story more interesting when our characters fail, because we love to see them succeed. Now, the final rule. This is worth 100% of the score if you get this wrong. Anyone want to take a guess what the doctor rule is?
Is the doctor always right?
Always brush your teeth.
No.
Try not to hurt anyone while they're trying to brush their teeth.
You're no fun. You're not a real Casey Jones. Casey Jones will hurt people for no apparent reason. You failed.
There was a very apparent reason at the top.
Yeah.
Casey Jones cares about dental health.
No, he doesn't. Anyone want to take a guess what the final rule is?
Is it the doctor's always right?
No, the doctor's always wrong.
Okay. Have fun.
My degree is in theoretical literature in L space. If you get that reference, I'm very happy. The doctor rule is very simple, and it's going to sound like a cop-out. It's have fun. Here's a My Little Pony lesson. If you're not having fun with this character, why would anyone read this character? We can sense when we're having fun with it. I mean, who played the Green Goblin?
Yes.
He's always having fun in his roles. I don't care what movie he's in. I even saw the god-awful Death Note movie because he was in it. Because William Dafoe was awesome. He was Ryuk. It was great. There's only one exception to this rule, and that's Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Does anyone know who he is? He created Sherlock Holmes. He hated Sherlock Holmes. He absolutely hated the character of Sherlock Holmes. He wanted to kill him, and he did kill him off. And then the publishers came back like, hey, we want you to write another Sherlock Holmes book. He's dead. We'll pay you to just name your price. Okay. 300 guineas. Done. What? He became the first successful author to live fully off the proceeds of his book. And he hated this character. It's why he made him a drug addict, because he didn't want people to like him. Everyone loves Sherlock Holmes. Like, I would love to see what Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's reaction would be today. Everyone loves Sherlock. I would love to see him just shake his head in total disgust. But again, the final rule is to have fun. I have made so many OCs over the years. An insane amount. A stupid amount. I don't even know if this shows all of them or not. But I make OCs daily. I'll get an idea, and I just keep going with it. Now, have any of my books been successful? No. They have not been anywhere near successful. But I still love to create them. I still love writing. I still love making these psychotic characters. Because at the end of the day, it's fun. I love it. And if you don't love making a character, there's no reason to make them. One of my favorite characters of all time is Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. I absolutely love that psychotic. She is so much fun to read. I love everything about her. I hated her more than I hated Voldemort. And that's such a great feeling. I mean, look at the guy who made One Punch Man. He loves what he's writing. He loves the characters he's made. These crazy characters. Like, I think one of his things when he said was Puri Prisoner was his favorite character. And I love him as well. I love that prison sociopath. And he has fun with it. If he he got so famous because he made a character he loved. Same with Demon Slayer. It was her first major comic, and she I love all your like shocked expressions over here. You're like constantly being shocked by what I say. But no, it is fun because we have a character we love. What we love will make us prosper. As easy as that. Well, thank you all so much for attending this wonderful panel. I'm sorry we had technology issues. There have been so much more fun with this, with crazy pictures in here. I had so many golden retrievers in this PowerPoint. I love dogs so much. They're fun. They're friendly.
They're silly. They're just cool guys.
They have 2 brain cells. Fetch and nothing.
Brain cells? Mine share one between them.
Well, why do you think they have? You spread it out too far. The other one died. Great. You killed one. They had 2 brain cells and you killed one of them. Great.
I know.
A third one, then they have no brain cells. My buddy has a golden retriever who I love to death. All he knows is fetch. Like, you want to play fetch with this dog, he loves it. He brings it back and drops the ball. He's not figured out a sofa yet. He is 7 years old, and he still jumps over the sofa. He does not sleep on it. He jumps. And he has 3 more golden retrievers, so I'll sleep on the sofa. You would think you figured it out by now. But anyway, anyone have any questions about OCs, about writing in general?
How do you find a good community that'll help you improve your OCs if you don't have a good community already?
It all depends on what kind of character you're looking for. If you're making like an OC for a anime or a comic book, you have to look around a lot because you're not going to find the perfect group right off the bat. You just got to keep basically you have to be brave. You have to put it out there. And sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. You just got to keep looking. Any other questions? Comments, concerns, threats? Yes.
Can we follow you on social media?
Yes, I have. Did I bring those? 1 second.
Oh, no.
Yes, I do have one. I have business cards. So yes, I'll put more up here in a little bit. But I have Twitter, Instagram, and I rarely check any of them. I'm very, very bad at social media. I'll post something, then forget about it, and then like a week later I'll check and be like, oh, a lot of people ask me questions. I don't really want to answer these.
Discord on there.
I do have Discord on there as well.
Oh, there you go.
I don't remember what my Discord name is though. It's different on every single channel, so I always forget what it is. I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. I have way too much fun.
So fair.
I mean, my Facebook page is 100% just dogs. Ever since politics got crazy, I've just been doing dogs. I have followed like every single dog page on Facebook. Like, there's so many Caucasian Shepherd pages. If you've never heard of that breed, they're super fluffy and they're huge, but they've been described as a 45 caliber handgun. They're not friendly, but I love them. But anyway, thank you all again so much. Yes, sir.
What about using AI with coming up with a character writing, helping you write?
So with AI, a lot of people you're either one extreme or another. I have purposely loved AI because I will use it and abuse it. One thing I use it to help me with a character that I use a lot of chemical magic with. Like I want chemical reactions. I'm bad at science. So I asked AI to dumb it down to me. Go yoink. But okay, I actually asked it to describe to me as I had an IQ of 60, and that was a really bad idea because it really, really dumbed it down. It was kind of embarrassing. I'm like, okay, I'm not this stupid. But I do like using AI as something to bounce ideas off of. I will use it as more like a search engine. Like I'll ask it like, hey, what are the modern armors used by militaries? And it'll list them off for me. And that'll be like, hey, to expand more on this. Now, I don't like AI for my characters because AI is very much, it's going to appease you. It will say whatever your idea is great. I actually have another panel where I talk about that, and I describe the worst Sonic the Hedgehog OC ever. Like, I purposely made this thing as terrible as I could. It was telling me how great it was.
Oh my goodness.
I think I almost made the AI kill itself. But I enjoy AI for research purposes. But you have to double check it because it will gaslight you on things. But I use it as a tool. It's a tool. It should not be used to power the entire thing. It's just a tool in your toolbox. Yes.
Okay, so when you say that like making your characters like a extension of yourself is a good idea, or should you go out there more and just grab whatever the heck you want and just go with it?
It all depends on what you're writing or what you're creating in general. If you're using a Sona, then it's okay to make an extension of yourself. But if you're wanting to make it a whole different entity, then you need to go beyond what you are. A lot of my characters, I'm very much an extrovert. I love talking to people. I love being on stage with a microphone in my hand. You can't take this from me. It's mine now. I will throw this at you. It's a weapon then. It's a projectile. I'll probably miss. But when I had to make a character who is an introvert, who doesn't like talking to people, I have trouble with that. But it's all part of the research process. It's about writing is really fun to help improve yourself in that general idea, and making an OC that's different from you is a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. Yes.
Okay, can this be like a discussion? Because I haven't put on that, but this isn't my panel. So.
I think you had a question. Once I answer his questions, then you can input your input.
Yeah. So suppose you're like in the creative process of making an OC, you're working through it, and at a certain point it kind of dawns on you that you've made something very similar to something that already exists, kind of without realizing it. Are you better off like trying to salvage it and make it different, or should you just scrap it because you've made something that already exists?
Do you know where the idea of Superman came from?
The Nazis?
No.
Yeah.
Superman was based off the story of Moses. That he was found in basically a basket from space basket, grew up not knowing who he was, embraced who he was, and saved the people because of who he was. There's no such thing as an original idea. If you look through history of characters of lore, Beowulf and Hercules are very, very similar. Dragons have been used in all cultures of the world. Now they're different in different parts. Europe, fire-breathing lizard who will burn down your castle. Eastern China. You're going to have good luck for the rest of your life. But it's okay if your character's similar to an already established character, as long as you make it distinct. As long as it's not a one-for-one copy. It's like you copied your friend's homework, basically. But you can make a character that's very similar to another character, as long as you give them a distinct difference here and there. The guy who made Deathstroke also made Deadpool. And he based them off the same idea. And they distinctly became their own characters. So you can make a character out of anything you want. Just keep going. It's going to be your flair on it that's going to count. Okay, what was your input?
I'm not going to say all, because, but I would say most characters probably have like at least one little nugget of yourself in them.
100%.
Right? Like even if they're different, they might have like some little, like maybe they have the same motivation, or maybe they have the same favorite parents as you had, So that's the thing. Like even when you make a character different, you might find like a little bit of yourself to put in there if that helps you write them. But also, if you're writing or like role playing by writing, I'm not so good at role playing on the fly, but the Myers-Briggs type indicator, like the MBTI, okay, pseudoscience, but for writing and role playing, if you look into if you get granular with it, like look up the functions for the type, and they basically break down how someone processes the world around them, and that can help you figure out how they would respond to a situation, basically. Like it kind of helps you break it down. You can process it the way they do instead of the way you would, and that kind of helps differentiate it from yourself. At least that's what I found. That's what I like to use.
I 100% agree with that. Also, I also say voices help, like giving them a distinct voice, and it will change your speaking pattern. So it helps that way. That's how I've done. I mean, you heard me doing all those voices.
That makes sense. I don't do voices. Sometimes you try that.
I mean, I will give a character a distinct voice, and I will talk like them, and then trying to type like that is a nightmare and a half, but it helps me make a new character. Any other questions, comments, concerns, threats, bribes? Well then, thank you all so much. You have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.